Hey, good Sunday morning to you. I feeling really out of sorts. Really out of sorts. And I thought maybe if I did something like this, maybe it would help. As I was setting up, I was thinking about how I wonder how many people actually watch these, and if it really matters. And I don't know. Occasionally, I do a video or two that I actually intended for someone else. So it'd be nice if they watched them, I suppose. Yesterday I was sorting through stuff, and I was up way too late last night because I was finding all kinds of pictures I had forgotten I had. It's kind of weird to visit your former self that way, to think about your life. I was going through everything because I'm trying to at least organize stuff, and I probably should be much more diligent about throwing things away. I keep thinking when the day comes that I leave here, which, hopefully won't be anytime soon, but when that day comes, those things that mean something to me won't mean anything to anybody else. And I thought, well, does it make sense to get rid of it now? I mean, part of the reason I'm even thinking about it is because I'm going to have to move, and if I can't move with my friend, I'm going to have to pay for storage or something, and is it worth it? And is it worth putting stuff into storage? Because then again, I won't really have access to it, and I don't know. I'm finding books of all kinds that I knew I had, and over the years I've gotten rid of so many books. I don't even know how many books and I look at some of the books too, and I think, oh, I should reread this, and I should reread that, and then I get a little frustrated because it's hard for me to read these days. Really hoping that changes, but it seems to be one of the chemo things that is lingering. I never really could just sit back and read a book when I was going under chemo. And now I kind of know why, even though I never thought about it before. And I was also finding pictures of me being creative, and I have no energy to be creative. Someone once said that being creative takes a lot of energy, and I never really thought about it, but it does. And I guess the bulk of me being creative is when I do satonas these days. But I miss the more tangible aspects of me being creative. I put some things online, some pictures I had taken of some things I had done. I kind of feel like I'm doing a former show and tell. When I was in the hospital last year, I had this idea to do a book. And part of the reason I wanted to do this particular book was because I wanted my family, my younger family, to know who I was if something happened to me. And I don't know if I care. but I wanted to have it. And the way I wanted to do it, I wanted other people to be involved, and nobody has come through. No, I haven't noticed. Oh, well, actually, I shouldn't say nobody. I think one or two people actually did, but many people didn't. I don't know if it's the story of my life or if it's the story of life now, but I have the worst time getting people to do things. And as I say, getting people to do things, I wonder if there's something in that way it was language, because it's not like I'm trying to make anybody do anything. I mean, there are people who think that they're doing me a favor by being on my radio show. I don't want people who think they're doing me a favor to be on my radio show. I want to do more of a partnership. Everything's just so hard. Even trying to organize things and put things together, it's overwhelming. I really wonder sometimes how much people realize. I think a lot of it they don't. Which makes me want to take this trip, this Journey to Becoming tour, even more. There's this there's this thing about living in the moment that's so strong and necessary right now. It's hard to plan, it's hard to do anything. Because I need to focus on the moment and getting through the moment. I can't remember if I wrote about this recently, but I met someone in a networking thing, and she asked me what I did for a living, or, what do you do? A wonderful question. And I didn't really know how to answer it. And I was like, well, there's this, and there's that, and there's this, and there's that. And when I got done, she said, well, do you want a suggestion? And I really actually should have said no, but I said yes. And she told me to focus on one thing. And I know she's trying to help, and that's what you often hear, but when you don't know if you have time, and you're in the moment, you just have to kind of go with the moment. And earlier this